Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome to another Elder Scrolls Online video. And ZeniMax has gone and buffed my build again. Now before I talk about the changes they made to Dragonknight this patch, I kind of want to talk about why they feel so drastic to me. Now, if you've been paying attention to my videos, you may have noticed that I've been playing in the non-champion point campaign almost exclusively, and it's not by accident. I haven't been having fun in the champion point campaign. Aside from the implications that champion points have on the game, which is a whole nother conversation, it's mainly the performance. Honestly, it's just not a playable environment most of the time. Um, Now there is like the few, like if you're playing in the morning or if you're, I don't know, just anytime prime time or on the weekends is just not a good time to play, which is pretty unfortunate. Which is kind of why I went to the non-champion point campaign, because the lag wasn't bad there at all. Um, Although recently it kind of has started to get quite a bit laggy there too, which is a little bit sad to see. But with the release of this patch, they've separated Imperial City, which is one of my favorite places to PvP back in the day when it first came out. And I was dabbling in there a little bit, as you guys saw in the last video on my on the champion point version of it. And I instantly remembered why I even made this build. And it was to be able to combat meta builds on the champion point campaign specifically. I don't know why, like back when I was making this build, when I was lower CP, I was having a lot more fun in the champion point campaign. But like I said, it's just gotten really bad with the performance, and not to mention like the builds and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty excited because as you're gonna see in this video, I do have the most fun in Imperial City, I think, and I'm probably gonna be playing there quite a bit. But as for the changes that they've done to Dragonknight, Lava Whip has gotten a 5% cost reduction, which is minor, but the juicy stuff, our Cauterize, it now scales off of our highest stat, which really shouldn't affect my build because we have the same stat pools for our Magicka and Stamina and the weapon value, but it also got its power increased by 5%, so it is healing quite a bit more. And then the other thing that's pretty crazy is Coagulate. Coagulate got a huge buff. It's got like a 19% increase in power for that skill, so that is just a huge heal here for me now. Like the tooltip, I think when I'm buffed with just rally is like 10k. So getting crits and stuff like that in PvP is just insane now. And then the wings change, which is a kind of a controversial one. I think a lot of people don't like it or didn't really like the idea of it, but and it did end up working out for my build a lot better. The old wings, because of the performance issues, would actually bug out a lot. Spells that were supposed to be reflected, I would put my wings up and then it would immediately stun me. And not even when I would put it up, just even while it was up, just a lot of the time abilities go through that anyways. So with the change to it being a 50% damage reduction 100% of the time, it ends up benefiting me way more in the long run, which you'll see in this video here. But yeah, I don't really want to just talk about the changes of the video. I kind of want to get into some of these fights. So this first one here is a little bit of a shorter one, or a smaller fight, but it kind of just shows those changes that I was talking about. So taking a look at it here, I'm in the sewers, and I tried to jump in on these two players who are on the boss here. And you see both of us get really low as the boss, or sorry, as I get him low. Then I end up taking him out with a executioner, and then I go for a roll dodge, and then you see that giant coagulate heal. I think it crit for like 11k. So yeah, this build in CP is just it's kind of nuts now. The other player was a Nightblade. I was about to leave here, but I do believe he ends up marking me here, so I do end up staying to try to find him. Excuse me, but this is honestly what I missed about PvP. Like the terrain in Imperial City is so much different from Cyrodiil. It gives you so much more room to move around and line of sight your enemies and stuff like that, which you'll see even more in the next fight. But you see the Nightblade does end up jumping off on us here, and you see him hit us with like 6 snipes, and I have my wings up and I literally just tank it through there. So me personally, I do like the wings change for my build because I have a lot of healing to supplement it. It should be better for a tank build, but because I have enough healing to almost act as a tank kind of, it really works out well for me as well. Like you saw me literally take like 6 or 7 snipes there, and not even roll dodge or anything. I just kind of just like walked up to him. So I'm liking the wings change, especially when you have like a zerg of people on you just spamming light attacks and stuff like that. It really shines there, which you'll see in the next clip here. But we do end up jumping back out on this guy. Have my Berserker Rage up, but I kind of want to save it because I know he's going to try to get away. But he ends up putting his bow ultimate here, and I just sit through it to kind of give him some hope that that he could kill me. I feel like if I roll dodged away from it and then tried to go on him after, he would have just stealthed and the fight would have went on for longer. But you see me just sit through it there and tank it through. But yeah, let's jump into some of these Imperial City fights. So right after killing those guys, I end up going up outside the sewers, and I see this giant group of VP, which I probably in the previous patch wouldn't have tried to engage. But I was thinking about all the changes that happened. I said, you know what, let me just try it. And I end up seeing a couple of players who are low. They do have a couple of max CP players in there as well, so it's not just lowies. But I do see if I can try to take some of them out from behind before they notice, and I just hit that guy with a huge heavy weapon, or heavy attack combo, excuse me. And then the second player realizes what's going on, and he tries to run away. And right as I get him into a stun, he does get in range of the Zerg, but we hit him with a huge power lash as well. And then go for a roll dodge out, and then we just try to peel around the corner here. You see the wings working overtime, and the terrain, like I said, I'm able to just kind of duck around these nooks so much easier. I kind of turn back onto the group near him with the Berserker Rage to strip some armor and get the CC immunity, and then we try to just pull away. And then there's a yellow group who distracts most of the players there. So I end up turning on one of the players to try to take him out before I get any more pressure on me. We do end up taking him out. But the EP group, which is a little bit more coordinated than the EP one is, ends up turning on me. So I try to just make some space to see if I can do something with these guys, but I end up getting hit with this soul assault here. So I'm just trying to break the line of sight. I hit him with a Berserker Rage as well, just to get some resources back. But you see me getting a little bit low, and these guys are playing pretty aggressive on me. I try to get one of them into a combo here, but I'm getting hit by the guards as well. I'm just taking too much pressure. So I turn around and I see the EP group, so I try to turn into them to try to get them to distract the group from me, which does end up working, but I'm just too low on resources, and I end up getting hit by the guards there, and one of the EP players does take me out. But still, just with that little fight there, I was able to feel the power difference in my build and what it was capable of, especially in Imperial City. So we spawn right back, and we decided to run right back over to those guys. But yeah, I'm just so excited for once people level up their characters and start getting into Imperial City, because it is so much fun in here. But yeah, we jump back into the Memorial District. And I believe right as I get through here, I do end up seeing one of those AD players that was on me. So I tried to see if I can go on him and get some revenge. So we go for a stun, but he's not really going onto me here, and I'm trying to figure out why. And then I realize that he's running from the EP Zerg. So I try to duck into this house here to try to lose him for a second. A majority of them are lagging behind, so I tried to take this guy out before they can get on me here. You see me using that little wall there as a line of sight. But I can't take him down because of the heal, so we hit him with the Berserker Rage, and we just end up tanking out everybody, and we go hard for that kill. We do end up getting it, but I am pretty low on resources, so I end up turning back around, and I go back into the same room, which is a bad idea because there's actually no way to get out of here. But I do have my ultimate back up, so I end up hitting something just to get some resources back there, and I try to make my way out of here. I go for an immediate direction change to try to throw them off a little bit, but you can see most of the Zerg is like lagging behind there. So I still end up getting most of them on me still. So I'm just gonna try to charge to the NPC there just to get a little bit of distance, but just I love playing in this terrain. You can see how much easier it is for me to keep this Zerg off of me. And I'm turning around really quick, and I see I have a little bit of space on this guy, so we hit him with a heavy attack into a power lash. Then we finish him off with a really nice false stars combo there to take him out. And we turn around and see one of the players rezzing, so we try to turn on him as well. Hit him with a really nice ultimate, but I end up executing a another target there, so I don't end up taking him out. So we tried to just retreat and reset the fight there. Just constantly changing directions. I don't want to really run in a straight line to make it easier for them. So you can see me constantly turning corners and changing directions. And then you see the EP, or sorry, the AD group ends up coming back out here and kind of jumping back in on this group. That's another thing I loved about Imperial City, because it's a little bit smaller. It wasn't a rare occurrence to see all three of the alliances kind of skirmishing. Those fights happened a lot more often down here, which is really cool. And as you see them there, they have a player on them, and I tried to go up behind him here to take him out. I do end up getting him pretty low, but the 80 players drop a meteor on us, and I end up stealing their kill. And then they hit me with a soul strike, so I tried to just break the line of sight, and then try to go on that sorcerer there, but he ends up turning the corner to go on somebody else. It's just chaos, honestly. I don't really know what's going on at this point, so I'm just trying to run away. You can see how many projectiles are getting launched at us that I'm dodging or just absorbing with those wings. I actually love the wing changes now. Because of the way I play, most of the time I'm running away from Zergs. Like it favors my build the most, I feel, and my playstyle. But yeah, it's just a fun couple of fights that I had on this first day here. I'll probably be playing in Imperial City primarily. Still gonna be out in Cyrodiil every now and then. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna try to play in Imperial City as much as I can. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.